Hi, so I wanted to make what may be the last video about this particular Class A amplifier. It's now pretty much finished, unless I decide to splice in here and put in a filament switch and possibly cut into the plate voltage and put in the plate line and put in a standby switch as well, and then a pilot light. But that's it. Everything else is done. And originally I was given this chassis by my friend KD2YND Dan in New York, which included this power transformer. It's relatively low voltage. So after rectification, gives about 174 volts. Okay, when we come down past the 10K resistor, voltage dropping for the preamp stage, we have about 161 volts. Checking right on the plate of the 12AX7 and the preamp stage. About 101 volts. Right now I'm actually playing a radio station through ICOM R10 communications receiver. And the speaker I'm using again is salvaged from a Logitech computer sound system. It's 4 ohms. It sounds really nice. Especially when sitting on top of this amp and resonating when the amp is sitting on the desk, it sounds actually quite loud. So one thing I should point out is there is a little bit of hum, and if we take the scope probe and place it on the chassis, actually, okay, clearly there's some ripple there, and it's not a lot. So it's about, looks like about two, looks like it peaks out at about 2/5 of a gradical, and we're looking at 200 millivolts per division. Okay, 20% of 200 would be what, about 40 millivolts? Am I wrong? So it's not much ripple. If we take the probe and place it first power supply node, or before the first node. Aha, see? That looks good. It's choppy. Now, if we place it here, same thing. Hit the second filter cap. Ah, okay, so this is similar to the results that Terry got, I'm pretty sure, from D-Labs, and he solved it by throwing a choke and line right here. So I can do that. I think he needed another capacitor as well, and I could do that too, but I'm not hearing any hum. So if you think about why I'm not hearing any. Okay, the hum here is 60 hertz. And so obviously some low cut high pass is occurring due to the treble characteristics of this speaker. Let me pause it and I'll show you. Okay, now we're listening to the amp through a 210 cab at 8 ohms, which Yeah, we have an impedance mismatch, but that's not responsible for still barely audible. So that's not much. But I can hear it through these speakers, which have a better bass response, and they're not cutting low frequency. I can hear it, but it's not much, and this amp certainly doesn't have a complex hum. Okay, with the probe hooked up to the chassis, and actually, incidentally, I've got a 12AT7 GE vintage tube in the preamp position for a lot less gain, but a lot better radio and phonograph friendly level of gain. So looks like the ripple I'm seeing on the chassis is 125 millivolts or so. I mean, we're probably not calibrated here. I didn't mean to move that. It's rather late at night. I meant to move the markers. But yeah, okay, so but really with the proper speaker load, might need some deoxit or wiggle around the pins on that old 6V6. But like I said before, with the addition of a choke and maybe one more cap in the power supply, this will disappear. But it's barely audible. I'm not sure if you can hear that. Okay, thank you.